Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here with Sports Choice Plus, and I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Denver Nuggets taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. This is going to be a tough matchup for the Denver Nuggets. Yes, they do have Jokic. Yes, they do have a couple of different stars. But you got to keep in mind they are taking on a surging Minnesota Timberwolves team. With the play that the Timberwolves have, you have players like Karl Anthony Towns, you have Ant-Man, you have Gobert, you have Mike Conley in the veteran point guard spot. You have a lot. When this team is playing at their full potential, this Minnesota Timberwolves team is a deadly team. You got to keep in mind, yes, Jokic is a defending MVP. Multiple MVPs can do a lot of things, but you got to ask yourself, Jamal Murray, is he going to take that next step this year? I know he's been hurt. He's been dealing with injuries on and off the last couple of years, but this is his time to shine because the Denver Nuggets have not won anything. When you're looking at Michael Porter Jr., when you're looking at some of their key players that they have on their team that are helping this team grow, helping this team get to the point where they're the number one seed every year, number two seed every year, are they going to take that next step? Because the Minnesota Timberwolves, if they put it together defensively, they have the ability and the talent-wise to sneak up and upset them, the Nuggets. And you got to keep in mind, this goes back to putting this team together. A lot of people joked about Rudy Gobert and the trade, but when Rudy Gobert plays to his talent, his potential, he's a full all-star. When Karl Anthony Towns does the same thing, he's an all-star. Mike Conley's an all-star when he plays to his potential. And also Ant-Man. So you have 4 former all-stars on this team. So you got to think, though, at this point, do they have the firepower to be able to do it for 7 games against the Nuggets? They do. Overall, I think the Nuggets have a pretty good team, and you look at the way that they played against the Western Conference this year, it was phenomenal. Being able to beat the likes of the Lakers, the Warriors, the Kings, oftentimes every night, they literally have a talented roster. The X factor in this is going to be able to keep Jokic off the boards, keep him off the glass, keep him from scoring easy points. You want to make him work for his points as is. You want to make him, he's going to get his, but you don't want to let him get the easy stuff. You don't want him to get the low-hanging fruit. You also want to make sure you keep that lane clean. If you're Gobert, you want to stay out of foul trouble for the Wolves. You want to make sure that Karl Anthony Towns has a clean lane to work with. It's a lot of different players that can go off in this series for the Timberwolves, but I think that Ant-Man's going to have to control himself. He's going to have to play under poise, under control, not out of control. And I think that overall they have a great chance. But I think that in the end, the Nuggets are going to wear them down. I think the Nuggets have a couple more skill players that are a little bit more seasoned right now, that are a little bit more at their peak, and the Nuggets are still climbing, but they want to get to that championship. So I think that this is going to be a 6-game series. I think the Denver Nuggets are going to come out on top, but I think it's going to be a well-played series. I think there's going to be a couple blowouts because Minnesota, while they are talented, they seem to lose focus sometimes. They seem to implode sometimes. They seem to shoot themselves out of games sometimes. So I think that's what's going to be the difference. Because the offense goes through Jokic, I think they're going to have complete control for most of the series, and they're going to win it in 6. So all you Nuggets fans, all you Timberwolves fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for other breakdowns and other updates, and we'll see you on the very next video.